Hey everyone, welcome to this week's presser. It is week 3, and we had an absolute battle this last weekend. Managed to come out with a win. But before we start, just want to let anybody know that if you are looking for an opportunity to sponsor these pressers, the cost is $1 moving forward, and I will give a shout out to whatever you want for whatever company or promotion for $1. That is the going rate as of right now for these pressers. There's about a dozen people that will see this, so it's pretty good return on your money, if I do say so myself. So, with that being said, what a win! It was a cold, rainy night, late night, and the boys came through. We had 17 guys that were supposed to be there. Unfortunately, some last minute things came up. We ended up with 11 and a half if you count Leo, who was nursing an injury and only came in for, well, he did come in the second half for a couple yellow cards at the end, and did a good job locking us down there. But man, what a win! They had 5-6 subs, and we looked like we were the ones with 5 or 6 subs. They were running around. We were doing a great job moving the ball. An absolute shout out to Reed Reynolds for an unprecedented performance in goal. Zach Hino was on his way. He did turn up a little bit after the game had ended, and pretty much every single game, I think, on all the fields had ended. He was on his way, like he said, just didn't realize how late he was going to be. So great job to Reed, and shout out to the back line. Nigel, Corey, Ricky, and Alex did a great job shutting it down. Ruben stepped back in there too in the second half as well, and you guys did a fantastic job locking things down. Tosin, Matt in the middle, great combo. And then what a performance from our wingers between Ruben and Yaz. They were on every single goal. Yaz's first appearance comes in with a cool goal and assist, and then we've got Ruben with a 2-goal performance. So just absolutely fantastic. Matt, again, another free kick whips one in, and Ruben puts it away. So just fantastic job overall. Up top, I don't know, I think there were a couple other people up there. They did okay. Not worth mentioning Zach or Will, but outside of those guys, great team performance overall. Fantastic win. And yeah, we are now have a clean sheet, have yet to concede a goal, and are on 9 points right now towards the top of the table, which we'll take a look at here. And let's go ahead and get into some of the press questions. The first one was, what happened to my beer? So Ruben had brought ice, and he had 1 beer in his cooler, and when he looked in there at the end of the game, there was not a beer in there. And Ruben, I solved the mystery when I was going back through our game footage, and this is what happened to your beer. Yeah, Tosin. You can't hide a beer from Tosin. When there's a cold beer after a match, Tosin is like a machine. He's going to find it. So that is what happened to the 1 beer that you had. And don't worry, we will put somebody on duty to bring more for Sunday. Question here from Guillermo, Ruben's, I guess, alter press ego, which was, does the Outlaws have the best defense in the league? I mean, it's hard to say, but we have yet to concede a goal. And that's pretty good defense, if you ask me. I mean, I would just say that being able to shut out in this league for 3 games straight, and having multiple people in goal between Alex, Zach, and Reed speaks a lot. We've rotated a lot of guys back there. We've got some folks holding it down that have been holding it down for the most part, but I would say that defensively, that is one of the strong suits that we've got moving forward. So absolutely. And on that note, another question. Is Ricky our new right back? Is he ever going to leave that position? Look, we got a lot of talented defenders, and, Ricky was kind of thrown back there. I believe he prefers the wing, but what a performance. So definitely claps to Ricky for being thrown back there and absolutely stepping up and delivering, both being able to defend well and get up and down the pitch. So absolutely, yeah, fantastic performance, and definitely want to shout him out for that. Some other questions. How did the team manage to perform despite the low attendance? Look, I think what we've learned is that no matter who shows up, we're ready to play. And one thing is that we're going to work and put in the effort and we're smart with the ball. We move the ball. We're making simple passes. When there are long balls or through balls, they're high quality, high percentage, and there's a lot of talk. People know where to be positionally. There's a lot of good communication. I think that's what allows us, even with 11 guys out of an expected 17, why we're able to perform and put on the performance that we're able to. Last week, you mentioned the refs were inconsistent, and what did you think about this week's refereeing performance? Look, I got to shout out the referees. It was the most consistently reffed match I think I've ever seen in an adult league in Birmingham, Alabama. The referee came over, he said what was going to be called, what wasn't going to be called, and he stuck to it. He called a tight game and kept it from getting chippy, especially towards the end when their team was getting frustrated and taking cheap shots. Corey took a cheap shot. Zach was getting hacked. I know they barreled me over at one point towards the end, and I'm sure there were some other instances too where they were just coming in and being super hacky. So I think the referee did a good job. He was calling it tight, and he was consistent on both sides, which is all you can ask for at the end of the day. Keep it tight, make sure nobody gets hurt. So absolutely liked the referee's impact. How did the rain affect gameplay? Look, it was rainy conditions. It wasn't pouring, but it was that kind of mist where everything was slick and wet. We knew that balls on the ground, shots on the ground, getting things into the box was the way to go, and our wingers did a great job. Yaz was just a demon there on the right side. They couldn't stop him. He was moving. He was beating players. He was putting in good services. And Ruben was on the other wing, was coming all the way across and cleaning anything up because things were just skipping through the box, whether it was from their defenders or from our team missing easy things that they shouldn't have missed, sliding right to him. And he was there to put it away and was cool, calm, and collected. And that's why he had a brace in the performance. So absolutely fantastic. The conditions, rainy, wet, they did play into our strengths at the end of the day, and our strategy of getting the balls into the box. But using our wings and our wingers are absolutely one of the strongest suits that we have, and then the ability to finish once we're in the final third and inside the box. Yeah, overall, just fantastic performance. Reed, I don't know how many saves. There's actually, we've got footage of Reed's performance right here. You can watch this clip right here.
Hey, Ronaldo stance. He's about to...
So you got thrown in goal there at the end and had an outstanding performance. What do you have to say for it?
MVP. What can I say? It's just another day at the office for this team. I'm really super proud of them. Defense played great, but we know who's GK number one. That's all I got to say.
Is that you? You had some great saves out there.
Hey, let the team decide.
All right. I know. How was it out there today?
I couldn't tell you. I was picking stuff up and putting it back down. So, work.
What do you think about Reed potentially taking your position?
He's better. That's how that goes.
Reed wants to play the field.
Yeah. I can't do that.
Well, we're glad you made it.
I appreciate it.
After the
don't
game.
Don't let the press stir up stuff between our teams. It's fine. I'll play striker if I need. At least he showed up with his kid on.
Yeah,
You did?
I can respect the showing up ready to go.
Look, when that's somebody that didn't know they were going to play in goal steps up and does that kind of save and then ends up getting called on snap like that, that's how you know you're doing a good performance. So, kudos to Reed for stepping up and getting that absolutely massive clean sheet. Rather than hearing from me, we've got some things to hear from the players. So I'm going to cut over now so that you can hear directly from Ruben, our goal scorer.
Ruben, 2 goals tonight. What do you have to say for it?
I did my job, that's all. Now, it wouldn't be goals without the crossings. Jazz and what was the other? Matthew. So I just did what I had to do, and good serves, so good feet there.
There we go. Modest.
Leading goal scorer for the night. We're going to hear from Matt, who I totally mixed up on what he did during the conference of him scoring off that free kick. That was Yaz who had that in there, but Matt's was an assist, so still fantastic off the free kick. Hear what he has to say.
Matt, is that the second free kick goal in a row? 2 games in a row?
Yeah, 1 assist and 1 goal, and then that I was hoping for the second free kick goal.
There we go, almost.
We still got the rest of the season, so.
There we go, we'll see.
We got a ball.
And now let's go over to Coach Leo, see what Coach has to say.
What were the takeaways from today's match?
We never gave up, as a professional coach back in Ireland, FIFA WACA license. We played well. We didn't give up. Hey, we pass and move, baby. It's a game.
We had 2 yellow cards in that. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
But all right, boys. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the stats. This is where we are currently. As you can see, the dads are dropping off a little bit. So, the young guys are stepping up, and the dads, after that first week, came out strong. We're going to need dads to contribute if they're going to kind of pull back up on this on the sheet. But, yeah, overall, looking good. Clean sheet, 0 goals conceded, and another dominant performance. So looking for another big win this weekend. And, see you boys next time.